Stampers. How's everybody doing today? It is Tammy with Stamp and Scrap Tammy, coming to you live on April 17th, 2020 to do a little bit of stamping and chatting about what's going on in Stampin' Up. So I'm going to check, make sure we are in the right spot here. I will be right back with you. Right, so if you are here, you can certainly say hello in the comments and let me know where you're watching from, what you're up to today. Okay, Gail's watching already, and I was just a couple minutes late, and I will tell you why in just a second here. Well, I can do it while I'm looking. Okay, so I'm late today, couple of reasons. I was already early. And then I decided that I should switch off the Wi-Fi because I had trouble with it the other night. I think with so many people using the internet at our house with school and things, because the kids are doing class right now, that I needed to have the Wi-Fi off. So we're going to try it with my phone data and see how that works. And then I had to go upstairs last minute and get this. I had to confiscate the extra phones so that schoolwork gets done while I'm doing this video. I had to put the dogs away. I mean, there's so much to do when everybody's home to get ready for these things. But anyway, so we're here now, and I had it set up to not show me. I was just gonna show you the projects today, and then I thought, well, I put makeup on today. I should probably say hello so somebody sees this other than just the children. But anyway, so here we are, and I'm gonna show you some fun things and talk about a few fun things. All right, so first to start, April special was a free rhinestones because it was my birthday this month. All month long, anytime you place a $50 order. So it's one set of rhinestones per order. So if you place multiple different $50 orders, you would get more of these, but it's each individual order will get you rhinestones. And then also per $50 you spend, I do have some of this celebration paper. So I'm giving that away as well. So you get some extra goodies this month. So you can choose from the flowering foils, or you can get the vellum, and I only have a couple more vellums, so if that's something you want, make sure you get your order in, and it's kind of a first come, first serve. And I have some ideas if those run out too, but I do have quite a few of the foils left as well. And then also, this is the basic card class is what I'm calling it. You'll get the supplies for this, which is what I'm going to show you today. And so you'll get supplies for 8 cards as well. So a $50 order, you get not only just your order, all the goodies that you want, you'll get a setup for 8 cards, a package of designer series paper, the vellum or the foils, and some rhinestones. So you get quite a bit of stuff from me. If your order is $50, I will ship it to you free of charge. Now, if your order is $20, you can get these cards for free. If you're local, I'm willing to drop them off, or you can pick them up at my house. And if you are not local and would like me to ship them, I will just send you a little invoice for the shipping charge. That's no problem as well. Okay, so let's see. Next week. So next week's pretty exciting. I'm having a virtual stamp party. If you have not joined that group, you can go up to the search bar. Well, if you scroll down on the Stamp and Scrap Tammy page, you'll come across it, but you can also just go up to the search and search for the groups. And the group is called It's a Virtual Stamp Party, I believe, with Stamp and Scrap Tammy. And I will put an invite, or I'll put the link to join that group again today after this video is over later this afternoon. And so you can join that group, and on Tuesday, I believe, let me look at the calendar, April 21st, I'm going to do a party that day. So I'm going to have 3. All right, sorry about that. Okay, I don't know if that's ever happened to me while I've been doing a video. All right, so anyways, at 11 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 7 o'clock, I will do different stamping demonstrations. So if there's anything that you would like me to talk about, or you have questions about maybe a different technique, or you want to see, I was thinking about, and let me know what you think about this, I was thinking about doing a little tour of my stamp room, although it would require me to clean it up a little bit, but I could do that. So I'm thinking maybe doing that for one of the times. So it'll just be a time to connect and have some fun talking about stamping and do some demonstrations on Tuesday. So 3 different times. They'll be recorded, so if you can't tune in at 11, 3, or 7, you'll be able to watch the replays just like you can watch the replay on this. There'll be some door prize giveaways and some other fun things going on. All right, so I think that's about about all I have to talk about here, and we'll flip it down and we'll go over the projects. I'm going to show you the basic kit that is free right now with a $20 order. All right, here we are, moving on down. There we go. Perfect. Looks like our lighting's pretty good here. Oh, that's so exciting, Deanna. Oh my gosh, how fun. Okay, so I'm going to get to showing this. So April host code. So to get the free cards, please use the host code when shopping online or contact me and I will place your order for you. All right, so before I get into today's kit that I'm going to share, this kit here is still available, the bird ballad. Again, you can scroll down on the Facebook page. This information will also be in the weekly email that'll get sent out later today or tomorrow. And so you can still order this. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my camera lined up a little better here. I don't want it to fall out of the holder. Okay, so you can get the supplies for 2 of each one of these cards, a very cute envelope, and let's see what else comes in that. A bolt of ribbon, a bolt of this ribbon here, and also a full package of these bird ballad trinkets come with that, and half a package of paper. So this kit is an amazing kit. It's been very popular and it's still available. I did complete the make and take planner for this along with a video that goes over how to put these beautiful cards together. Again, you can always contact me to order those kits, or it also goes out in the email. Something else I want to share with you, which tell me what you think. I've had lots of people asking me if I do scrapbooking, and now most of you know, but I was first a scrapbooker. So the other night, while I was waiting for the clearance rack to update, I stayed up until 2 a.m. and I thought, well, I can't just sit here, and I wasn't in the mood to make a card, so I made this adorable scrapbook. And I'm thinking of doing this as a class. This would be a great class. It's very easy, actually. It's a little intimidating at first glance, but it's very easy to do. So let me just give you a little look at it. So I got this idea from my friend Brenda Nelson. I believe if you want to look her up, she is Stamp with Brenda. And I use that new Ornate Garden collection, and then the hearts, the stitched hearts. And then the daisy punch is pretty much all I used on this. So let me just show you. I'll show you these. So I need to get some new pictures of the kids because this is a long time ago. But I don't know. These pictures match so many things. So I think I've scrapbooked these pictures like 3 times. So look at how perfect that is. Like these pictures were made for this. All right. And then this was my favorite. And this was from one of the host sets in our annual catalog. Each new page reveals a new wonder to be experienced. So I thought that was really cute, and especially, you know, Brody as a little guy. And then this one was really adorable too, Capture the Good Times. This was also in a stamp set, and so that was just perfect for them. And so I saw, Deanna, you know, you mentioned that you're going to be grandma. This would be a perfect little album to put something like that in, to put some pictures of your new grandbaby. Okay, so that I'm thinking of doing for a class coming up. Now these are the cards that are free right now with a $20 order, and I use the Witty-Cisms stamp set. A bunch of people have already gotten this kit. I sent out the tutorial to them last night, and you'll get a full tutorial directions on how to put these together. It does not include stamped images, so if you wanted to make them exact, this is the stamp set that you would want. But what I'm going to show you today is how to make them with maybe something you already have. So I'm going to set these aside. And then also I do send a kit of the embellishments for you to complete the project. All right, so what I'm going to start with is, and what I'm going to use in place, I should say, is Peaceful Moments. So as you can see, I've really promoted this one a lot because it's great for a number of different card projects that you might be working on. I've used this one on a lot of my mail-out kits because it does go so well with so many things. And so I'm just going to make one of the cards today to show you how you can make it differently with something you already have. If you don't have the Witty-Cisms set, or maybe you're going to order it and you're waiting for it to arrive, but you want to get going on your projects. So I'm going to set the rest of these away. make sure I have everything. Okay, good enough. All right, so I have pre-scored these for you. And all the directions are in the tutorial, so if it's something you would like to recreate these, all the measurements directions come in the tutorial. If you would like to receive a free tutorial and you're not on my email list, make sure you join my email list. You can do that at the top of the page on the Join Now button, and then you will get a tutorial sent with the weekly email every week. And you do need to scroll down. Usually the free tutorial is at the very bottom of the page. Sometimes I change it up, but that's usually where it ends up. All right, so I see some people watching that have gotten this kit already. I'd like to know, I bet there's somebody out there that already has them done. You know, there's always one person that gets it done, and then there's always like me who gets a kit like that and I finish it, you know, like 6 or 7 months later. All right, so here we are. I've got lots of different shapes. I use the stitch shapes on all of these cards. And so I used an oval, a circle, and a square on these cards. And these sentiments, there's kind of one for everything in this kit. And so this sentiment is great for a card, but it'd also be really good in that scrapbook. All right, so you can see how easy this goes together. And I used the Tropical Oasis paper on this. This set is really pretty, but it was a nice green, kind of a textured green on there that I liked. Okay, and now I do need to pull my embellishment kit in. And I did have a stapler here. Might have to look for it. I don't know, I pulled it to go use it for something else right before this started, but that's, oh, now I see it, it's across the room. I was getting some things ready to mail out, and so I had to staple something together. So what I'm gonna do here is I want to double up my ribbon here, and so in order to make it stay, this is just what I found works very well. And now I do remember someone commented last week about staples. And so if you are going to be giving this to somebody that you know does have an issue with metals, then maybe just use a glue dot for this. But I'm going to use a staple today. So a glue dot, a staple, however you'd like to adhere this together. And I just folded them in half and folded them down. So they just need to stay. They don't need to be perfect. And then what I'm going to do is attach it here with a glue dot. Just so it'll stay in place, because once I put this over it, it's also gonna be adhered with that too. And so what I'll do here is put some dimensionals. You would think I would have been ready. I had all morning, but actually I didn't really have all morning. I've been really helping my daughter with school. Lots of 7th grade math. And right now, I'm not so much helping her. She's working on circuits, like she's doing a circuit board. So that I'm not so sure about. But maybe I should. Maybe I should learn that. Can't hurt to learn. So now I'm going to put that in a glue dot because it didn't quite go where I wanted it to go. All right, so then I just have some dimensionals on there and place that in place. And then I'm going to pull in, these are really cool. These are some gold gilded gems. They're new. You can search them on the online store. They're in the Ornate Garden collection that was just released. I also used some of the, that's where this green ribbon came from. It comes in a package of green and terracotta tile. And then we'll need to grab a scissors. Like I said, I'm just all over the place today, which is nothing new. That my scissors isn't here either. But don't worry, I found one. I've got like 6 of them laying around. What happens when I was all set at noon, and then I decided to package some little envelopes I have going out. And I think I saw Connie tagged Tessie. So Tessie, I do have your gift from last week. I'm going to get those out this weekend. And so I'm just going to clip those down a little bit. And Connie, I think someone said to show, I'm thinking she meant the gilded gems. Here, I have some behind me that aren't open. So this is a package that aren't open. There's 3 different sizes. They are really, really pretty. And they're not too big. So I think they'd still be okay with mailing. And then here's some close up out of the package that you can see. So yeah, Connie, Connie's getting one of these kits for an order, and you'll be getting some of these, so you'll be able to test them out and see what they look like. So that's also a nice thing about when you get these kits, is you can kind of see some of the products before you purchase them. So that's a very nice contrast of cards. So you have, you know, kind of a funny, or I don't know if that's funny, but one from the Witty-Cisms, and then you have this one here. Looks very nice together. All right, I'm going to leave those so I can pull them in at the end. All right, next up, so we can put that card aside. I'm going to show you this one right here. Thank you very much. I love these nice bright colors together. And used a few different things on this card. So there are die cuts that go along with this Peaceful Moment stamp set. I can't remember the actual name. They have been on back order for quite a while, and I believe they just came back in this morning. So it is in the little mini catalog. So if that's a suite that you've been waiting to come back, it is with the Peaceful Poppies is where it's with. All right, so now we're going to take a Granny Apple Green, and so I have all the supplies in these envelopes for 2 cards, so that's why it seems like there's so much here. So just to get some of my layers out of the way, I am going to attach some of these. Now this embossing folder, I should have written it down. It's in the tutorial. It is so cool. It is also in the mini catalog. It's with the Golf Suite. It's one of the 3D ones. It's just so neat. It was actually at the top of my shopping list when the catalog came out, and for some reason I did not order it right away. And then I just kept thinking I had ordered it, so I actually just got it last week. So that's why it's on a couple of these cards here today. So then we can set that aside, and then here we have the stitched square. And let's see, I think for that one, let's see if this one, I think we'll use this one again. And now if you had the stitch square, you could definitely make, or the stitch shapes, you could make different sizes to fit different sentiments. This is just what I had cut ready to go. And then what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna attach these to the top and the bottom. And let me see if I have a rubber mat here. I don't know if I've shown this recently on a video, but I do like these silicone mats. And I do still have that adhesive special I've been talking about. And it does come with one of these. All right, so what I'm gonna do is just glue or run my tape runner along the edge there. And then what I can do is attach it. Just make sure you're attaching it to the right side, because I want it on the top and the bottom. And then, so it's gonna hang over a little bit. You could certainly leave it like that if you liked it. But what I wanna do is trim off these edges so that it's not hanging over the edge. Again, just personal preference, whatever you prefer. And I will add that I did get this card idea from one of my downline, Heather Riegert. So we participate in monthly swaps with our team. And this is one I got from her last month. So last month. It might have even been in January. I don't quite remember, but it's been sitting on my bookshelf. When I get a card that I really like and I want to recreate, I put it on the bookshelf until I've done it. And so this was inspired by hers. And hers, actually, I should have had it sitting here. She had a different embossing folder, but I didn't have that one. So that's how I ended up with this one. So any embossing folder you have would do, but I wanted to try out the new one. And then what I have in your adhesive kit are these glitter enamel dots. And so I'm taking the Granny Apple Green, but there's lots of other bright, fun colors. And I'm going to take 3 of them and sprinkle them on here. Just adds a nice little touch. I always like to have either a ribbon or embellishment on every card. So that completes our second card. And now we'll go into our third card. And in the kit, it's going to come with supplies for one in Petal Pink and then one in Pool Party. That would be, so if you are making baby cards, that you could make one of each. Although the pink and the blue in this are both pretty neutral. You could use them for either. It would not matter. And this one, I'm just going to switch up the direction that oval is going to show you how that would work with the sentiments that I have. And so today's giveaway is going to be a little embellishment I'll send you along with the cards that I'm making today. So you'll get all 4 of these cards completed, as well as a little embellishment treat for you. Last week's winner, they're getting a set of the Bird Ballad cards, and that was Cindy Beckwith. I believe I'm saying your last name right, Cindy. So Cindy, I will get you those cards and the little cute envelope that I had made in last week's Facebook Live. All right, so then on this card here, I did take our subtle, these both came out of the subtles. And so there's I believe two different designs of every color of subtles in the package. It's kind of nice. You get that gingham in there. And then, let's see, I'm not doing that color. So I'm doing I am doing that color. I was going to do the other one and I didn't. Oh, well, that's fine. All right, so I did take a piece of this sparkle paper. And before I cut my flag, I cut them both the same size. I believe it's 4.5 long. And now the designer series is 1 inch, and this is just a 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to take my triple banner punch, stick it in. As you can see, 1 inch fits in here just perfectly. I'm going to push it all the way to the edge, and then I'm going to flip it over and punch it out, and I get the perfect flag for my card. And then we'll go ahead and tape that on. And next we'll need to do our stamping. And so now for this card, again, using the Peaceful Moment stamp set, I'm going to use the saying, wishing you every happiness this special day will bring. Or wishing you happiness this special day will bring. So this could be for numerous different occasions. So if you're noticing on the kits that I am doing to go, I have been trying to make them pretty general so that you can do the stamping with something that you own. So you don't have to purchase the stamps that I'm using. Of course, you certainly can. But if you just like getting the paper supplies to create, that's definitely a wonderful option. And so then we'll put that on with some dimensionals. And so hello from wherever you are. I see we have Donna from Louisiana. That's wonderful. I bet it's a lot warmer there. I know a lady commented on our Random Acts of Kindness page. She had a lot of snow, and I can't remember exactly where she's at, but we had a lot of snow on Easter. But it's pretty nice here today. Okay, and then we'll go back in here to get our rhinestones out. Again, I'm going to just sprinkle 3 of these on the card. And there you have it. So, you know, if you don't need a baby card, this works for an excellent optional sentiment on there. So that is our 3rd card, and we have 1 more to go. This was probably my favorite with the Witty-Cisms, the relax and chill out, which is kind of a great thing to send to somebody right now. You know, we're all a little high strung right now if we're sitting home not doing much, or we're getting a little antsy. So let's pull out the supplies we don't need. Like I said, I have, and I do have inserts for all the cards too, that I'm not putting in there right now. So that would go on the inside of there so that you'd have something to write on. If I put the only time I don't, Indiana, that's where it was snowy. All right, so if I don't put an insert if it's on white, but otherwise I do. And so this, I did switch and used a rectangle stitch, but if you just had the regular stitch, you could do a square. But I thought on the way that I had this out, or laid out, a rectangle looked great. All right, again, we'll just tape on our layers. And then next, this is where I use that Tropical Oasis paper again. Let's tape on this side. Has some really fun patterns in there. So I was hoping, and I still am, that we're going to Maui in July with the kids on the Stampin' Up! Trip. And so we're still kind of waiting to see where that is going. So we're hoping that that's going to go forward. And then I will hoard a whole bunch of this paper so that I can scrapbook it. All right, so here, I didn't decide beforehand what I was going to use for that saying. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, I think this one will fit on there nice. These are the moments we'll look back with on joy. That'll still give me room to tie my ribbon on the other side. Perfect. You know, I didn't practice with the stamp set before. I actually, about an hour ago is when I decided that I should figure out what I was going to do for the Facebook Live. I figured I would show these cards. And then I thought after I was thinking about it that I should show how to make them using a different stamp set. Okay, let's see. So all I'm going to do now is tie a bow around here a couple of times. Or the string. If you don't like to do bows, something you could do is just tie a knot. That's always an option. And so I'm going to tie it around twice. And then I'll put a glue dot there so that, here, let me move this up a little bit. So, oh, hello, Burdell. So I did just send you a package yesterday that'll have these cards in it because you had ordered earlier in the week, so that'll go out to you, or you should be getting it maybe tomorrow already, if not Monday. Then I'll tie a little bow on there to complete that look. I swear I just had a scissors and now I lost it. I'm sure it'll appear as soon as I start cleaning up here. Oh, here it is. So I'm sure I'm not the only one that does that. I spent all last Saturday organizing my scraps. I'm going to show you that too when I'm done with this. So I just could not handle, I should have posted a before picture. I just could not handle how my scrap bin was. It was just overflowing. So Friday, I think Friday night I started it. Yeah, it must have been Friday night. And then Saturday, almost all day. Now I didn't work on just the scraps all day. And then I started taking apart and organizing past card kits that had miscellaneous kits here or parts here and there. And so then I ended up organizing all of that. But it was so nice in this week when I've been creating cards to have the right colors where they should go. So before I wrap this up, let me show you that. So this basket, here if you can see that, I'll pull it up. This basket was like heaping full everywhere. And now look at these nice color-coded scraps that I have. So it's just really easy to find what I'm doing now. All right. So I think I just heard someone say, I saw someone say, a bow, Becky, a bow. Yes, I did a bow, but a knot would be fine. Just tie a knot and you're going to look just great. So here are the projects, and let me clear this out a little bit. All right, so let's see. Let's wrap up the projects. Let's talk quick about joining that virtual stamp party again. So just to find the group, it's a virtual stamp party. Join that. Join us throughout the day whenever you can, 11, 3, and 7 for some Facebook Lives. I'll show some techniques, and if you have any ideas, let me know. I'll see if I can work that in. All right, so look at how wonderful those are. So they're very pretty with the alternate sayings, but then also with the Witty-Cisms, absolutely perfect. All right, so there you have it for today's Facebook Live. I hope you have enjoyed. Again, if there's anything I can get for you, order for you, or you have any questions or you want this kit, please do not hesitate to contact me. All right, you guys all have a fabulous weekend. Enjoy the nice weather, and we will talk to you all on Tuesday. Bye-bye.